it is your girl Jade Ashley, and I am finally back with an all new video of When a Beat Drops. And like always, you know I'm here to give you my 5 hottest beats in music of this week, so of course you know you gotta stay tuned for more. Okay guys, so let's dive into this week's beats. So my first beat of this week, I have to talk about the 2017 Soul Train Awards. So this week the nominations for this year's award show was announced, and they're looking pretty good, and it's making me absolutely excited for this year's award show. So first things first is shout outs to Solange. She is walking away with most of the nominations. She has a total of 7 nominations, and now we know last year when she dropped A Seat at the Table, it was absolutely a big hit. And now she is, you know, reaping the repercussions, I guess that's what you want to say, of the success of this album. So she has a total of 7 nominations. So she has Album of the Year, Video of the Year, Song of the Year, you name it, all of the top categories to be nominated in, she's nominated for. So shout out to Solange. And following right behind Solange is none other than Bruno Mars with 6 nominations. Now he definitely had a dope ass album this year. I don't care what nobody says. 2K4 Magic, he had so many hits that came off of that album, and you know he's been on his 2K4 Magic tour. I think he's still on tour actually, so he's pretty much been killing it. Anybody and everybody has been seeing his shows. You know, this year he performed at the BET Awards, he was at what was it, Billboard Music Awards. Like, he's just been killing it. Like, I don't like, so I feel like him and Solange to be having the most nominations for this year's award show is absolutely deserving, because they just been killing it with their new music. You know, their Solange, she just went on tour, so I'm so happy for both of them. Other than that, another highlight for this year's award show that is going to go down is none other than Miss Toni Braxton. She will be getting honored. She will be receiving the Don Cornelius Legend Award. So I don't know if I'm more excited to see Toni get awarded the award or to see Toni Braxton and Birdman on the carpet together. I don't know. It's between, I'm somewhere in the middle with that. Like, I just want to see them because, you know, they're like a couple or whatever, and they all public about it now. So of course he's going to have to be there to support her to get this, you know, Legend Award, and she's definitely deserving of it because she's the Toni Braxton, you know, as Tamar likes to call her. So that's definitely going to be interesting, and I cannot wait, honestly, to see the tributes, because I know there's going to be some tributes. I know there's going to be people that is going to be singing a lot of her hits that she's had throughout the years. I know for a fact if they don't get one, they're probably going to get all of the Braxtons to perform to honor their, you know, sister, with her being the older sister. So that's definitely going to be a sight to see. And another honoree that will be happening that night is none other than SWV. So I'm like so excited to see SWV. They will be getting the Lady of Soul Award. Now I don't think this is because of it, but you know, like when VH1 they did the hip hop honors and it was honoring the 90s and stuff like that, SWV, they were very vocal about not being a part of it. So I don't know if this was, you know, Soul Train's way of saying, you know, since y'all wasn't a part of it and y'all wasn't honored and this and that, let us honor you. I don't know if that's the case or whatever, but definitely SWV is absolutely deserving as well. They're definitely one of the top female selling groups when it comes to the 90s era and stuff like that, and they have countless amount of hits that will go down forever. So it's going to be great to see them being honored as well. Other than that, like I said, there are amazing nominees for this year's award show, and I just absolutely cannot wait to see this year's show. Some of the other nominees that are part of this year's award show. We have Black, H.E.R, Khalid, SZA. They got the Best New Artist nominations. You know, Best R&B Male Soul. Other than Bruno Mars, we got Bryson Tiller. Chris Brown is always killing it. Has so many hits out right now. Best R&B Soul Female Artist, Kalani. Y'all know I love me my Kalani. Still has one of the best albums this year without a doubt. You know, Lettucey could sing. Mary J. Blige, she done poured her heart out. Solange, of course. And then SZA. You know, SZA had a very big year with her album. What else? We got Video of the Year, Beyonce for All Night. Damn, that Beyonce is, I think they pushing it, because you know Beyonce really released nothing, but it's Beyonce, so I mean she might as well. But yeah, you know, Chris Brown for Party, DJ Khaled, he had a big year and stuff like that. Best Gospel Inspiration, we got Chance the Rapper. Uncle Charlie Wilson. I hope he performs because his voice is like golden when he performs. Kirk Franklin, Lecrae, Tamla Mann. Best album, we got of course Bruno Mars again with 2K4 Magic, you know, Mary J. Blige, Strength of a Woman, Seat at the Table, SZA, Control, The Weeknd, Starboy. Like, there is just so many great nominees that it's kind of hard to pick on who you would want to win. So definitely y'all have to tune into the Social Awards on November 5th. It will be airing on Centric and BET. I will be watching it, so y'all know when I watch it I'm going to come back and give my thoughts on that award show. So definitely comment below and let me know your thoughts, and are you excited for this year's award show. Other than that, we're going to move on to our second beat of this week. Now, one of the top things that happened this week that I think everybody can agree on will have to be the wedding, the Wopster wedding, you know, which is obviously Gucci Mane and Keyshia H.E.R. They finally tied the knot. The countdown has been going on for I don't know how long at this point in time, but definitely everyone was waiting for the main event, which was what it was called on social media, hashtag the main event. You know, once they announced that they were doing like this whole little thing with BET and stuff like that, everybody just pretty much been waiting for this. And of course it had to go down, you know, in true Brick Squad fashion. 10/17, it happened, and it's all when everybody's been talking about this entire week and stuff like that. So, you know, the wedding went down in Miami. You know, Keyshia, I believe Keyshia's from Miami, if I'm not mistaken. So it went down in Miami. I heard the wedding was what, 1.7 million? It's a couple $1 million and stuff like that. They spent millions on this wedding, and I heard BT first of all paid for it, you know, having a special and all this other stuff. They paid for it, so I mean, why not? Shit, if I get married I want it on BT too, so I don't have to pay for nothing. But yeah, so they had an all-white wedding. You know, they had countless amount of guests. You know, Rick Ross was there, Diddy was there, Kim Zolciak was there some way somehow, my auntie Monica was there, but nonetheless everyone looked amazing. And you know, yeah, I mean, it was a dope wedding. I definitely think as far as like looks go, like the whole look of it was just bomb. Is like, that's definitely wedding goals. Everything that they had going on, you know, from the looks and stuff like that. Keyshia H.E.R., she looked absolutely amazing. Looked absolutely amazing. And you know, she's always been like extra with her outfits. She's never really average dresser type of person. So, you know, I think seeing her in her wedding dress and stuff like that was something that a lot of people could not wait to see, because they wanted to know, how can she outdo herself? Like, she, you know, does it every time she dresses on a regular. So what is she gonna do different for her wedding day? And she definitely met everyone's expectations when it came to being a bride. Gucci Mane, he looked great. He couldn't stop smiling and stuff like that. You know, some people said it was kind of like boring as far as like how the wedding went. I mean, the wedding looked fun. Like I said, $1.7 million. There's no way in hell that wedding could not look fun or not look amazing. But I guess as far as like emotions, like nobody cried. I wanted to see a tear. No one cried. I wanted to see a tear. You know, Gucci Mane, he smiled. I wanted to see him cry when Keyshia walked down the aisle. Didn't happen. When they did the vows, you know, Keyshia, it was dry. Their eyes were dry. I'm not saying the wedding was dry, I'm saying their eyes were dry. So I definitely want to see a little bit more emotion. I definitely want to see some tears. But then again, that was their wedding, not my wedding. But nonetheless, they definitely shut down social media throughout this entire week. Still to this day, there's still like pictures being posted. You know, they had what, a 10-foot cake. Like, it looked like a really dope wedding, and that was definitely the place to be throughout this week. Well, place to be earlier this week. So if you tuned into the Wopster's wedding, definitely comment below. Let me know, did you enjoy it? What did you think about the decor, the outfits? Did you think that, you know, it was a little bit emotional, less like maybe they should have cried? Like, just let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Other than that, we're gonna move on to my third beat of this week. Now, this also happened the same time as the Wopster, like literally at the same time when the Wopster wedding was going down, this was going down too. So I was trying to like keep up with both, and what I am referring to is the TidalXBrooklyn benefit concert. So for like the past 3 years, you know, Tidal, pretty much what they do is they hold this benefit concert on 10/17 in Brooklyn at the Barclays Center, and pretty much, I guess, like, whatever's going on around that time, you know, they kind of raise money and stuff like that. So, you know, with all of the hurricane relief and stuff like that, and with, you know, Puerto Rico being one of the places that got, you know, the least amount of, like, government help and stuff like that, a lot of people have been stepping up to, you know, help out the island, because it's not like Puerto Rico is not part of the U.S., number one. So I don't know what the fuck is going on with the government, but we're not going to get political here. But yeah, so the Tidal / or H.E.R benefit concert went down the same day, 10/17, and I didn't see everything because, like I said, I was trying to keep up with the wedding and, you know, also that, but I did tune into some. I feel like the good, you know, good performances. Not saying that the people that I missed wasn't good, but, you know, I felt like I got a good part of the show. When I started watching, I watched all the way to the end. I watched on Tidal, of course, so that's how I pretty much got tuned into the live stream. So I mean, there was a countless amount of artists that I seen. First things first is I learned that, you know, Roc Nation has a Latin division. I did not even know that, but, you know, with it being a benefit for Puerto Rico, you know, they had like a lot of like Latin artists come out and perform and stuff like that, and apparently there's a Roc Nation Latin. Roc Nation, they have everything, you know. They got Roc Nation Sports, Latin, they have it all. Like, they have it all at this point in time. So that was one thing I learned from watching the concert and stuff like that, is that they have a Latin division. Other than that, some of our favorite artists at the stage, you know, Cardi B, she hit the stage and did that Bodak Yellow. A Boogie is actually one of the performances that I did miss because I was watching a wedding, but, you know, paying attention to social media and stuff like that and seeing like recap, you know, videos and stuff, I know A Boogie with the hoodie, you know, he was there, and I absolutely love his album. So yeah, A Boogie was there. The Lox, Stevie Wonder, he was part of towards the end of the show. Jay-Z was the last, you know, performance, stuff like that. Then he brought out Stevie Wonder. So Stevie was there and he was killing it with his hits. J-Lo, you know, she was there. Of course, she had to be there. Well, she didn't have to be, but, you know, she had to be there to put on, you know, for Puerto Rico. You know, she's from the Bronx and stuff like that. So I feel like it was only right that she was there. Other than that, my boo, Mac Wilds, he performed as well. You know, he had an album drop earlier this year. You know, his second album dropped earlier this year. Chris Brown was there killing it on the stage. It was great to see him, you know, lending his not his expertise, but his talent, you know, because he has a lot going on when it comes to music and music videos and stuff like that. He's pretty much been out of the BS and all about his artistry. So it was dope to see him hit the stage and stuff and perform some of my favorite songs. DJ Khaled was there, you know, keeping it turned up and stuff like that, and he brought artists out on the stage like the Lox. He brought out Fab and stuff. You know, Beyonce, she was there, but she did not hit the stage. We all knew Beyonce was there because she hit the carpet and stuff like that, looking absolutely amazing. But she did not hit the stage, which was like, I really wanted Beyonce to hit the stage, because the two previous ones, obviously, she was on the stage and she performed and stuff like that. And then this year, she did not perform. And one thing I caught, for all the people that was either there or streamed it and watched it live on Tidal like I did. So, you know, Jay-Z, he was performing, he was going through his songs and stuff like that, and then the DJ started to drop 03 Bonnie and Clyde, and he was like, nah, turn that off, because they gonna think B gonna come out. So I'm like, so she not gonna come out? She's just gonna be in the back and not come out at all. And then what I thought was, after he brought out Stevie Wonder, I'm thinking, oh, okay, you know, he gonna get Beyonce and they're gonna come out and they're gonna do like this real big finale. Nope. After Stevie Wonder, that was it. That was it. There was like no grand finale. Beyonce didn't come out, kept her ass in back. So I'm like, damn, like, she couldn't do nothing. She couldn't even say hey. She couldn't sing a chorus or something. Like, come on. Like, I know she just had the twins, but she been out here, you know, living it up all over the place. I mean, tell me you couldn't step on the stage for like 2 minutes at all. But you know what? I'm not gonna complain. I'm just gonna take this as she's plotting and planning. She got something coming real big. I don't know. She, you know, she surprises everyone, so she could be doing something towards the end of the year, you know, or she could be doing something next year. For all I know, she might be popping up at one of Jay-Z's shows, because you know he's about to start his tour. So I don't know what's going on, but Beyonce got something up her sleeve. I just took that as Beyonce got something up her sleeve. That was it. That's all I thought. That's all I freaking thought. I wanted to see her, but I didn't. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I definitely think that the Tidal / or TidalXBrooklyn. Was definitely a dope concert. I had some friends that was actually there in person, so like I was talking to one of them and she was like, yeah, it was the best concert I ever been to, and this and that. I thought this concert was better, but no, that Tidal concert was dope. So maybe one of these years I will go. Like I said, it's, you know, for the past 3 years been happening on October 17th and stuff like that. I am in New York, I'm from Brooklyn, everything, so it's not like it's not hard for me to get there. So just hopefully maybe next year I'll be there, you know, hopefully backstage. Let's hope, you know, put it out into the universe. But other than that, I'm just doing a lot of this, a lot of that. But yeah, so we're gonna move on to my fourth beat of this week, and I want to talk about Miss Nicki Minaj. So Nicki, she had to you know, correct a couple of people this week on her words being misconstrued. So recently TidalXBrooklyn, they're celebrating their 20th anniversary. So I don't know if you guys seen, but they have like a multitude of covers. You know, some of everyone's favorite rappers just made a cover. They have a cover for TidalXBrookly's 20th issue, so, or the 20th anniversary and stuff like that. So one of the rappers that was on there was Nicki Minaj, and I guess what kind of got out, I don't want to say got out of the hand, but what was the talk of the week was in her interview, I guess people kind of twisted up her words as far as like her being a female rapper that went mainstream. I guess like I know it was brought up on like Wendy Williams show or something like that, but I guess it was being presented as she was saying that she was the first female rapper to go mainstream, which was not the case. And honestly, when she talked about it on video, because I think she was like on Jimmy Fallon when she had like that whole money bodysuit or something like that. I guess that's when they interviewed her like backstage when she was talking about it. So she didn't say those words. She didn't. I didn't hear her say that. But I definitely do feel like she needs to be credited for being a female rapper that did go mainstream. Now, you know, she had to do this whole, you know, correction and tell people stop twisting my words. She did an essay on Instagram, and I'm not gonna read it because it's too much, but you know, she pretty much said, I never said I was the first female rapper, or I was the only female rapper to, you know, go mainstream and stuff like that. And she started naming, you know, Queen Latifah, Eve, you know, even named Kim, and you know, her and Kim don't even like each other, but you know, she had to give props and say all of these female rappers that came before me, you know, Lauryn Hill, they went mainstream and they did big things and they opened these doors for me. But when I came in the game, there was no female rapper, you know, at the forefront, like, and I was the one. I came in, and you know, I did, you know, she had a clothing line at Kmart, and you know, she did a whole bunch of stuff. She did so much stuff that made her mainstream. So I will say that obviously she wasn't the first female rapper, but definitely when it comes to female rappers that represent this generation, because when you look at the Little Kims and the Foxy Browns and the Queen Latifahs and the Eves and stuff like that, they paved the way, you know, Missy, all of them, they paved the way, but they're not part of this generation and stuff like that. They're part of like the 80s, 90s generation. Now we're in 2017. This is a whole new generation. So I definitely feel like, you know, as far as success goes, no matter how many people may like it, because you know, Nicki might not be somebody's like favorite, you know, rapper at the moment, but regardless of the fact, she was successful at going mainstream and stuff. Some people might not like the way she went mainstream. I mean, because she was out here wearing, you know, multicolored wigs and looking all types of crazy, but she crossed over and them white people love her, and she had all of these deals with Mac and, like I said, the clothing at Kmart. Like, she wasn't lying. Long story short, I definitely agree with her statement as far as being, you know, the female rapper in the forefront of this generation to go mainstream and, you know, be successful at it and take it to new heights. I have to agree with her on that. Now, like I said, there's other female rappers that are definitely getting attention and getting recognition that they deserve, and Nicki Minaj is no longer the only one, but at one point in time she was the one in the forefront and, like, you know, kind of like the only one. You know, now we got Remy. She's out of jail. She's, you know, building and stuff like that. So Remy, you know, Cardi B, she's, you know, seen success and stuff like that. Like, there's just so many dope female rappers that's out now and stuff. So, I mean, why let it stop where Nicki is at, you know? Like, let these people just, let everybody just be great. Why can't we all just get along and be great and stuff like that? So, yeah, I just wanted to touch on that because I definitely feel like, I agree, her words were definitely misconstrued, and the words that she did say, I agree with. So yeah, other than that, I'm getting out of breath. You know, I was really passionate about that topic. You know, I was getting out of breath. But yeah, so we will go to my last beat of this week, and my last beat, I'm gonna talk about Michelle Williams. So Michelle Williams, she also made headlines this week. She was a guest on The Talk, which is a talk show. So she was on The Talk, and she kind of revealed a few things, and one of those things was that at the time of her being in Destiny's Child, she was depressed and suicidal, which is like, you know, you kind of be like, come on, like, you're 1/3 of DC, Destiny's Child. You know, you guys were on tour, had all these successful albums and stuff like that. How can that be? And, you know, she even said that she mentioned it to their manager at the time, who was Matthew Knowles. And he pretty much said, you know, y'all just signed this multi-million-dollar deal. Y'all about to go on tour and stuff like that. Like, how and why would you be depressed? And then, you know, she was like, as time progressed and stuff like that, you know, she didn't want to be here. She wanted out. And it's just like, that just kind of opened up my eyes, because it's like, I'm busting my ass, me personally, just busting my ass to just like be successful and be where I want to be. And sometimes I get sad because I feel like I'm not, like, you know, progressing and moving where I want to be and stuff like that. And I sometimes feel like a failure, because I'm like, shit, I've been putting all this time and all this work, and I just feel like I don't have nothing to show for it and stuff like that. But I never wanted to get to a point to where, you know, one day I finally get where I want to be and I'm not happy, and like, shit's just not worth it. So I think it was cool that she shared that, you know, part of her life that we didn't know nothing about. Because, I mean, when you really think about it, you know, when people did like the whole like poor Michelle stuff on social media, like, I ever wondered like, had that like played a role in how she felt, or, you know, even after she finished dealing with that. And, you know, some people still do like the whole poor Michelle, you know, thing or whatever. Does that like kind of take her back, or does that kind of like push her into like depression? Because social media could be very cruel at certain points in time and stuff like that. It's a blessing and a curse and stuff. But yeah, you know, I just wanted to make mention of that. You know, just, you never know what anybody is going through, long story short. No matter how successful or, you know, how much, you know, great you think they're doing and stuff like that, they could be hurting inside. Trust me, I know firsthand. But other than that, those are my 5 hot beats of this week. Okay guys, so I want to thank you for tuning into this week's video, and of course, you know, I have to end every single video by reminding you guys to comment, like, subscribe, and share. It would greatly be appreciated. I have no notes to leave you guys with this week, so you know I gotta end this video by leaving you with my song of the week. And my song of the week is gonna have to go to Miss K Michelle. So she's gearing up to release her new album, Kimberly, The People I Used to Know, and she's released a couple of tracks so far, but definitely my favorite has to be Make This Song Cry. Like, literally, I've been listening to that song over and over again, which is only making me excited for her new album. You already know how I feel about her. I have every single album, so I'm just more excited for this new album. So if you want to check out the song in its entirety, you can definitely head over to my blog at www.jade-ashley94.blogspot.com. Once again, I thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you next time. So, bye! Hey guys, thank you for watching, and don't forget to share and subscribe, and I will see you all next time.